Oh, that's just the internet. That's just the.
It says that they will do that too. It says that they'll do that, like the time they'll.
Yeah, they'll say, "Where's your God?" That's supposed to show.
Yep. He trusted in the Lord. Let the Lord save him. Or that Psalms, I think it is.
I'm sure they were saying that to
Jeremiah.
Noah about when he was building an ark too.
Oh yeah. What you doing building that boat, man?
A boat? What do you need a boat?
It don't even rain. What you talking about? Flood? There ain't no flood coming. We're over here like they're gonna destroy the sky with the rocket. Oh no, man! They can't even get out of the firmament. They can't get in the firmament. What are you talking about, man?
No, God wouldn't allow it. Except that God said that He uses them as a device to make it happen.
Boom. Exactly.
So, Enoch 57.
Joe.
It's just another place where there's these vehicles that Enoch sees, and they end up destroying the sky.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, they shake the sky apart, you guys, with sound.
It says, and it came to pass after this, I saw another host of wagons and men riding thereon, and coming on the winds from the east and from the west to the south, and the noise of their wagons was heard. And when this turmoil took place, the holy ones from heaven remarked it, and the pillars of the earth were moved from their place, and the sound thereof was heard from one end of heaven to the other in one day. And they shall all fall down and worship the Lord of spirits. And this is the end of the second parable.
That's an interesting parable.
You ain't lying. 56 is too.
So the pillars of the earth were moved from their place from sound, from wagons, super loud wagons.
Yeah. Man, those
super loud wagons that probably make thrust.
Nah, I think those are Amish wagons, Joe. I don't think those are rockets.
Welcome, Tim Pack. Or chariots and other versions. So
I think the Amish are building some chariots that are going to destroy the earth. I really do. out there in Arkansas, bro, they go mad out there. They're crazy.
Well, look at here. This chapter is the blessedness of the saints, lights and the thunder.
You gotta watch out. You gotta watch out for those Amish, man. They're Book of Mormons.
This is where you were talking about. This is the chapter we were looking for. Quaking of the heaven, behemoth and Leviathan, the elements. Now, let's think about this one.
The elements.
Think of Leviathan. Just think of that starship woman like this one. Just saying. In the year 500, in the 7th month, on the 14th day of the month, in the life of Enoch, in that parable I saw how a mighty quaking made the heaven of heavens to quake. And the host of the Most High and the angels, 1,000 thousands and 10,000 times 10,000, were disquieted with a great disquiet. And the head of days sat on the throne of his glory, and the angels and the righteous stood around him. And a great trembling seized me, and fear took hold of me, and my loins gave way and dissolved with my reins, and I fell upon my face. And Michael sent another angel from among the holy ones, and he raised me up. And when he had raised me up, my spirit returned. For I had not been able to endure the look of this host, and the commotion, and the quaking of the heaven. And Michael said unto me, Why art thou disquieted with such a vision? Until this day lasted the day of his mercy, and he has been merciful and long-suffering towards those who dwell on the earth. And when the day and the power and the punishment and the judgment come, which the Lord of spirits hath prepared for those who worship not the righteous law, and for those who deny the righteous judgment, and for those who take his name in vain, that day is prepared for the elect a covenant, but for sinners in disposition. When the punishment of the Lord's spirits shall rest upon them, it shall rest in order that the punishment of the Lord's spirits may not come in vain. And it shall slay the children with their mothers and the children with their fathers. Afterwards the judgment shall take place according to the visitation. So it says, and on, this is, I don't know if this is a continuation.
What chapter is that? Oh, 6. Okay.
I don't know why this says 25 right here.
I don't know the
why that says 25.
the Roman noodles. I mean,
Verse 7, I don't know why that 25 is there. And on that day, were two monsters parted. A female monster named Leviathan to dwell in the abysses of the ocean over the fountains of waters. Space! Dark waters, the cause of the skies, the deep. It's up in the sky. But the male is named Behemoth, who occupied with his breast a waste wilderness named Judayan, on the east of the garden, where the elect and righteous dwell, where my grandfather was taken up to seven from Adam. Did you hear that? Where the elect and righteous dwell. I think that's talking about paradise, where they already are, I think.
Yep. Because Jesus delivered them.
Oh yeah, here's some more. We want to actually read this. The seven from Adam, yeah, Enoch, where my grandfather was taken up, the seven from Adam, the first man whose Lord of spirits created, and I besought the other angel that he should know me the might of those monsters, or should show me the might of those monsters, how they were parted on one day and cast, and one, wow, am I reading this right? The one into the abysses of the sea, and the other unto dry land of the wilderness. And he said to me, Thou son of man, herein thou dost seek to know what is hidden. So there's hidden things, guys. And the other angel who went with me and showed me what was hidden told me what is first and last in the heaven and the height, and beneath the earth in the depths, and at the ends of the heaven, and on the foundations of the heaven, and the chambers of the winds, and how the winds are divided, and how they are weighed, and how the portals of the winds are reckoned, each according to the power of the wind, and the power of the lights of the moon, see that? The lights of the moon, and according to the power that is fitting, and the divisions of the stars according to their names, and how all the divisions are divided, and the thunder, like it just keeps going, and I'm not going to read the rest of it, but it covers everything, like there.
That's interesting. It says the lights of the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is each phase a different light?
Maybe.
That's what it sounds like.
That I didn't think of it that way. That makes sense.
Like one's lesser than another, and that's why it only shows like so much.
Yeah, and it's the same every time.
Each phase, yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
That's weird.
yeah.
That's glorious, man. Glorious.
All right, Anthony, sounds good. We'll catch up tomorrow at 7 p.m. That sounds awesome.
We are doing a live video together, or just chatting on
Yeah,
the
I
phone?
think we're live on his channel.
Yeah, definitely need a link. Definitely need a link for that.
I'll put a link in my community page when we get it put up.
Wherever that is.
Cool, cool. Thanks, Anthony. I think that
Good seeing you, man.
that understanding the heavens differently can change your entire understanding of what the world is around you. Like, when I think of the firmament, I think of the place where the stars are, and the sun and the moon. And I think that anything underneath that is where time exists.
I got another one to read right here, Joe, when you get done. Sorry.
Go for it.
In 61 right here, verse 4. You want to put it on the screen?
Yep, I got it.
It says, the elect shall begin to dwell with the elect. Now think about the truthers.
Yeah.
And those are the measures which shall be given to faith and which shall strengthen righteousness. This is why I said think about the truthers. And these measures shall reveal all the secrets of the depths of the earth, and those who have been destroyed by the desert, space,
Yep.
and those who have been devoured by the beasts, rockets, and those who have been devoured by the fish of the sea, that they may return and stay themselves on the day of the elect one. That's happening right now. That's great.
I think that is happening right now.
Those are the same beasts in Daniel. Same beasts.
Yep. Oh, you wanted to read, I had it here. I closed it. Ezekiel 14 mentioned noise of beasts.
Is it 14 or something?
Yeah, I think, or 15 or 14, one or the other.
Oh, I I found me a new, because you know Tyler Doka, he started saying he was Jesus, and then they took him down. But
Yeah.
I did find me another YouTube channel that's got all the straight through Bibles, books of the Bible.
Oh,
It's pretty good too. Yeah.
you mean
It's the same.
like
It's
audio?
the same voice. Yeah, the audio, same voice. It's just got a pause in between the chapters, but that ain't that bad. Let's see here. Yeah, let's talk about the idols. 14 is.
Yeah,
idols.
it was saying like if you have idols, to repent and like,
Punishment, yeah.
don't put your idols between you and God. Basically. That's what I got from it.
This is in number 11 right here. That the house of Israel may go no more astray from me, neither be polluted anymore with all their transgressions, but that they may be my people, and I may be their God, saith the Lord God. The word of the Lord came against me, saying, Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by okay, the Lord's I'm gonna say this. The Lord's Prayer. He says, forgive us for our, maybe it says, it's trespasses. They go, I don't know if you can do that, but I don't know that. What is the verse, what is the book, Joe?
Oh, is that in Matthew? Or I don't even remember. When they asked how to pray?
But what I'm saying is, okay, all my life I remember it saying trespass, and I'm not going into the Mandela effect, whatever. I'm just saying, like,
I was hoping the Bible was according to the Bible. Wow.
the other day I was thinking about that. I was like, I know it said forgive us for our trespass, and I was watching a YouTube short. This guy goes around, mainly in Walmarts, and he asks people to read a Bible verse, and he gives them like $20 or $50. And a lot of people can't do it. Like, it's sad watching it. But anyway, this old man out of nowhere, he said the Lord's Prayer. And he said, forgive us for our trespass. And I said, and this guy, he sounded like he really didn't know, like he hadn't read the Bible in a while. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't a preacher or anything like that. Just like out of nowhere, I was like, I remember it saying trespass, and I don't think it says trespass anymore. They changed that. They did.
Is this the one you're talking about where he says, Our Father which art in heaven,
Yeah.
hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give
I
us
think it's on
this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
There it is. It's forgive us our trespass.
Well, I think it could be, like, it could matter.
No, it was all. I remember my
In the
mom
King James?
saying that verse. Yes. And it was always trespass. I'm sorry.
I'm hearing that. I'm hearing that
Sorry.
sound again. Yeah.
Wonder
Wonder what that is.
is.
Thomas fixes it up every time. Let's look in this verse a little bit.
What does deeds mean? I wonder if that means trespass. The word deeds. I wonder if that has something to do with the word trespass. Maybe they just translated it a little bit.
Oops, I gotta just go to Matthew 6 here. Okay, let's see.
Are you good on the audio now?
Yes, thank you very much. So let's just see what word it is in the Greek here.
There you go.
It's debts and debtors.
I wish I had a computer.
Is that where it is, the trespass?
I know I'm rambling on about that.
Maybe we're not in the right verse, or maybe not in the right book. I don't know if
That's the Lord's Prayer. No, I
yeah,
think
that's
that's it.
only in Matthew.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe it's in a different book.
Just see.
Yeah, just punch in Lord's Prayer and see what it shows.
Yeah, let's see what we got. Okay, that's forgiving our debtors. Is that what it's forgiving our debtors? That's like other people, though. That's not talking about. I'm just trying to think.
I remember my mom saying that a lot when I was a kid, and she always said
Can I just type in,
trespass.
forgive us our trespasses or something?
There you go. Yeah, there you go. See if that comes up.
Look at that.
I'm just saying that. There it is, yeah.
Okay, maybe it's one version it looks like in Bible Gateway. What version is this? New Matthew Bible, it says in 6:12, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive them that trespass against us.
Against us, yeah.
Is
That's
this
what
the
I
same?
remember right here.
Or if I, this ain't the same, is it the same? Let me just see.
It's the same verse. Yeah, just different translation.
Yeah, that's weird.
No, I remember my mom was a King James. She always read King James.
Yeah.
And I remember it saying that in the King James. I mean, the Bible I got, it's pretty new. It's King James, but it's from Walmart. It's like, it's probably only a year old, 2 years old. It's not that old.
I know we can do.
You know what I'm going to do?
What?
Hey, Alicia's got an 1800s Bible. I'm going to have her look it up and see what it says in that one. It's King James. It's like, it might not be
These all
1800s.
say debtors.
I know they do.
These all say debtors.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to have her look it up.
Yeah, so it's only
And
that
see.
one that we found that said trespasses.
Because I think the one she's
Probably a
got,
new version too, no?
the one she's got is like 1920s, the Bible she's got. It's got Second Esdras in it and all that.
Yeah.
It don't
Well,
have Enoch.
I don't even know New Matthew Bible. I mean, I don't know really much about it. But that
I've heard
appears to
of it.
be like the only one, and that's not even on, doesn't even seem like that's on New Matthew Bible. Yeah, it's not even on Bible Hub.
I'm just saying, Joe, I always remember it saying trespass. I wasn't a big Bible reader. I'm not claiming that, but I remember my mom used to say that a lot, and I remember her saying trespass.
Well, I remember hearing that for sure.
So what I said, like I said, when I heard that guy say that, he sounded like he didn't know the Bible. Like, he knew the Bible. He's an old guy. But when he said it, I was like, he just said that like out of his heart, like he remembers it that way. And I was like, that's what he used to say. I'm telling you. And I
Go
think
back
that
to Ezekiel.
the whole reason for saying that, Joe, is because I believe that trespass is the same trespass that it's talking about right here.
It probably is.
I believe it is.
Me by trespassing grievously, then I will stretch out mine hand upon it, and will break the staff of the bread thereof, and will stand upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it.
Look who can be delivered there. Couldn't
And
deliver.
so these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it. They should deliver, but their own souls by the righteousness of the Lord God. If I cause noisome beasts to pass through the land, and they spoil it, so that it be desolate, that no man may pass through because of the beast. Though these three men were in it, as I live, saith the Lord God, they shall deliver neither sons nor daughters. Dude, I was reading this earlier, I can't understand what it's trying to say.
Okay, you want me to tell you how I'm seeing that?
Yeah, I don't understand why it's those three guys.
I think Noah was, I'm telling you, that ship was put up there. His
you're
vehicle,
right.
his vehicle that delivered his family from the flood, I think it says that in the Lost Book of John, that then he was he built or whatever, and then he was put in it, and he was lifted up into a bright cloud up between the heaven and earth, is what it says in the Lost Book of John.
The Lost Book of John, I don't think I've read it.
Yeah, you have.
Have I?
You've never read it on your channel, but I know you've read it before. You probably listened to it.
You're not there. What's it called? Just like the Lost Book of John, or like?
Yeah, it's the Lost Book. It's gymnastic or whatever, but I like it.
Gnostic.
Gnostic, yeah, whatever.
Well, there's
They say Enoch. They say Enoch and stuff is
Yeah,
Gnostic.
but it's like on the website that says Gnostic.
Ancient day. Yeah.
Doesn't mean that it's
I think that's just man.
Noah, Daniel, and Job.
Okay, so Noah was in it. He was in the wilderness. Daniel saw the beast. He was in the wilderness. And Job seen Leviathan. So if Leviathan is what we think Leviathan is, Job was in it.
The abomination of desolation, Daniel saw. Desolation.
Yep.
And
He says right there.
when did Job see it?
In 41. Remember he said, Leviathan, who can...
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
He's talking about the deep, too, in Job 41.
They keep saying that, too. Like in 20 right there, he says it again. Though Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it. As I live, saith the Lord God, they shall deliver neither son nor daughter. What happens here, okay, God delivered who he delivered back then when Noah, especially Noah. In the end, they have the power to deliver their sons and daughters by the truth. They can deliver others. Is the way I sent you a video a long time ago about this. This guy, he did a breakdown.
At the end of it, it says, they shall deliver their own souls by their righteousness.
Yep. Just like Abraham.
Actually, yeah.
Yep. Hey, that could be the land. Remember how Abraham was in search of that land? He was put in that land?
Yeah. The inheritance that he was to receive.
There you go. That could be what they were in.
And I think that's the promised land.
Was Noah, Daniel, and Job flat earthers?
Yes.
Come on.
They're flat earthers. They searched for a city. Abraham searched for a city that had foundation. And his builder and maker was God. God made it, guys.
That's right.
I want to be like Abraham. We're following Abraham, right?
That's right.
Through the wilderness. Sojourning in the land of promise.
You just said it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't got it tonight. I just don't.
Yeah, you seem like you're kind of out of it.
I am. Oh, this is orbit. There's so many things that talk about men or even fallen angels going up into the firmament and doing miracles. And
It starts talking about this mother and these harlots as you continue on through 16, 17. 16's huge. It starts talking about her children and the whore and the harlot for sure.
Oh, in Revelation or?
Ezekiel.
Oh.
16, 17, 18, all the way up through 20-something. It just starts talking about it.
Cause Jerusalem to know her abominations.
It was planted in a good soil by great waters, that it might bring forth branches, and that it might bear fruit, that it might be a godly vine. Say thou, thus saith the Lord God, shall it prosper? Shall he not pull up the roots thereof, and cut off the fruit thereof, that it wither? It shall wither, and all the leaves of her spring. This is talking about heavenly Jerusalem. I know it is. This branch. He brings up this branch and he cuts the wicked people off of it because of those waters.
Okay.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. Yep.
I'm just skimming this stuff.
Me too. There's a lot going on here, Ezekiel. And a lot of it's kind of repeating itself over and over again about certain things. Right here in 19. Moreover, take thou up a lamentation for the princes of Israel, and say, what is thy mother? What is thy mother? A lioness? She lay down among lions. Remember in Daniel? First was like a lion.
Yep.
She nourished her whelps among young lions, and she brought up one of her whelps. It became a young lion, and it learned to catch the prey. It devoured men. Yeah, that's that beast, I'm telling you. That's that natural.
The nations also heard of him. He was taken in their pit, and they brought him with chains unto the land of Egypt.
Spiritual Egypt.
Now when she saw that she had waited and her hope was lost, she took another of her whelps and made him young. And he went up and down among the lions. Wow.
What did Satan do?
Went up and down in the earth.
There you go.
He became a young lion and learned to catch the prey and devour men. He
That's
knew
what-
their desolate palaces and laid waste their cities, and the land was desolate, and the fullness thereof by the noise of his roaring. Wow.
That's what, what was I gonna say?
I cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good. That's what, I forgot what I was gonna say. Alliance.
She had strong rods or scepters of them.
In Psalms, he keeps saying that they were gathered by this net and placed in the pit.
Dude,
Jeremiah, same thing. He keeps saying
look at the
Jeremiah.
last verse right here in Ezekiel 19. And fire is gone out of a rod of her branches, which has devoured her fruit, so that she has no strong rod to be a scepter to rule. This is a lamentation and shall be for a lamentation. When I just visualize the words I'm reading, like
Yeah, fire going out of a rod. Yeah, you're right.
for scepters, to bear rule,
That's what it
cast
says.
down to the ground and the east wind dried up her springs. Her strong rods were broken and withered and fire consumed them.
Yeah. This is good. This whole from 14 all the way through, man, the 20s all the way up to almost 30s. This is all, and talk about polluting the land and polluting his sanctuary. He even says in here that they pollute his sanctuary.
Yeah, they do. They do big time.
In my Sabbath, see right here, and I said I would pour out in the wilderness to consume them. But I wrought for my name's sake that it should not be polluted before the heathen, in whose sight I brought them out. Yet also I lifted up my hand unto them. Now hear this out. This is what I really want. I'm glad I seen this, because this is what I want to talk about. Yet also I lifted up my hand unto them in the wilderness. Remember, in Isaiah, he keeps saying, even though they did this and they're doing that, my hand is still stretched out.
Yeah.
And then, who's Isaiah? He's the father of Amos. Right? Amos is the son of, or maybe I got it
He's the
backwards.
son of Amos. It's Amos
There you go.
with a Z, I think. But I don't know if
But-
it's Amos. I don't know.
In Amos, right here, I think, yeah, he's the son.
Look what it says right after that, though, when I'm going to keep reading that.
Yeah.
Verse 15 says, Yet also I lifted up my hand unto them in the wilderness, that I would not bring them into the land which I had given them, flowing with milk and honey, which is the glory of all lands. That's the promised land.
There's that glory again.
It says, Because they despised my judgments and walked not in my statutes, but polluted my Sabbaths, for their heart went after their idols. Nevertheless, mine eye spared them from destroying them, neither did I make an end of them in the way. So
You know why it says Sabbath, Joe?
Because they polluted their Sabbaths.
Because that's the place of rest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I never connected that. It's a garden.
People are thinking it's like a day of rest here on the earth. No, it's the heavenly rest.
You just opened my mind to...
But listen to this. Listen to this. This is what I really want to say right here. Because it keeps talking about in these Old Testament, it keeps saying like he's going to stretch his hand out and keep taking them. And then it reminds me of this right here in Amos. It says that they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Like he keeps saying, and this is at the end of the Old Testament right here, Amos. I mean, you got the minor prophets. That's what they call them, whatever. I don't really consider it like that, but it just keeps saying that, like his hand stretched out, like they're making mistakes, but he's going to keep taking them. And then right there, he says that his hand.
Again in Ezekiel 22, in verse 22, Nevertheless I withdrew mine hand and wrought for my name's sake that it should not be polluted in the sight of the heathen, in whose sight I brought them forth. I lifted mine hand unto them also in the wilderness, that I would scatter among them the heathen, or them among the heathen, and disperse them to countries.
That's what we were just reading in the Enoch right there. That the elect will be with the elect, and the sinners would go down with the sinners. Yep. Sinners, heathen, wickedness, or the wicked, the godless. It's all just different names, same people.
Man, this is all about his temple too.
It's deep, yeah. Yeah, it's deep.
Judgment and restoration.
It's hard for me. It's hard for me to listen to Ezekiel all the way through. I can go like 3 hours, and then I got like, oh, okay, I gotta turn this off now. Like,
holy cow! So think about anybody that's experienced a change in their life during these recent years. Just check this out. Verse 33 in Ezekiel 20. As I live, saith the Lord God, surely with a mighty hand, and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out, will I rule over you. And I will bring you out from the people, and will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered, with a mighty hand, and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face, like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt. So will I plead with you, saith the Lord God. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenant, and I will purge out from among you the rebels, and them that transgress against me. I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. I could keep going, but...
You ain't lying. That's good stuff there, man, for sure. Ezekiel. This book of Lamentations, that's all this whole book's talking about is Babylon and heavenly Jerusalem. I think it's Lamentations. Yeah, Lamentations.
I will accept you, or let's see. For in my holy mountain, in the mountain of the height of Israel, saith the Lord God, there shall all the house of Israel, all of them in the land, serve me. There will I accept them, and there will I require your offerings and your first fruits of your oblations with all your holy things. I will accept you with your sweet savor when I bring you out from the people and gather you out of the countries wherein ye have been scattered. And I will be sanctified in you before the heathen, and ye shall know that I am the Lord when I shall bring you into the land of Israel, into the country for the which I lifted up mine hand to give it to your fathers. And there shall ye remember your ways and all your doings, wherein ye have been defiled, and ye shall loathe yourselves in your own sight for all your evils that ye have committed. And ye shall know that I am the Lord, when I have brought you out for my name's sake, not according to your wicked ways, nor according to your corrupt doings, O ye house of Israel, saith the Lord God. Wow. Kind of seems like that's happening, I just gotta say.
I hear you, yeah. When I listen to it, that's what I get from it. These people the whole world was involved in what they're calling space is really the wilderness or a sanctuary in
or the desert.
Yeah, it's got many names. Many names.
Waste and horrible place.
Yep.
Beyond the abyss. I'm telling you, the solar system is the bottomless pit mentioned by the prophet. The abyss.
Right here.
The great
talking about
sea.
He's talking about getting drunk again on that. Thou shalt be filled with drunkenness and sorrow with the cup of astonishment and desolation, with the cup of thy sister Samaria. Thou shalt even drink it and suck it out, and thou shalt break the shreds thereof, and pluck off thine own breast, for I have spoken it, saith the Lord. He's talking about these people Israel getting drunk. I think that's the same drunkenness in Revelation.
Yeah, they're drinking the wine of the cup of her fornication or whatever.
Yep. It's amazing how all these prophets testify of each other, how close and
yeah, they say the same thing, and
yeah,
they're not even relating it. They're not even relating it to like something that someone else wrote.
I mean, I could see like Amos being the father of Isaiah, and they shared things, and they knew each other, like they were family.
Yeah, but they probably sat and talked about it a lot too.
Oh, I bet they did. I bet they did. I think they're already in the promised land, man.
I do too. I think that Jesus already brought him up there when he was descended into hell. Like, I'm convinced about that. That he...
That's that witness cloud.
Yep, he took them up there, and that's why all these other prophets that go up there every once in a while see them. Like Isaiah saw Enoch and whoever, and then like the vision of St. Paul, he saw, I don't remember who he saw, but he saw prophets already up there too.
That's what he
They were
said.
wearing heavenly garments.
Yep.
They were like the angels.
Where did he say that, Joe? He said, I'll give you, he said, I'll give you Jeremiah, and I'll give you Nahum, and I'll give you, like he keeps saying, all these prophets he's going to give these people.
I think it's the 2nd Ezra water.
Yeah, that is 2nd Ezra, yep. I think you're right.
Might be one. I think it's one, actually.
Oh, here's one, Joe. Listen to this. In 26:8, he shall slay with the sword thy daughters in the field, and he shall make a fort against thee, and cast a mount against thee, and lift up the buckler against thee, and he shall set engines of war against thy walls, and with his axes he shall break down thy towers. By reason of abundance of his horses, their dust shall cover thee, thy walls shall shake at the noise of the horsemen, and the wheels and the chariots, when he shall enter into thy gates, as men enter into a city wherein is made a breach. You almost, yeah.
It just said breach?
Yeah.
Firmament breach.
Game on, that's the wall. That's that wall.
So that verse you were looking for is, it's 38, 1 verse 38, 2nd Ezra. Now, Father, look with pride and see the people coming from the east. I will give them authority together with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Elijah, and Enoch, Zechariah, and Hosea, Amos, Joel, Micah, Obadiah, Zephaniah, Nahum, Jonah, Malachi, Habakkuk, and 12 angels carrying fire. So that's like a bunch of the Old Testament books.
Yep. That's the witness cloud right there.
Yep. They're in paradise right now.
Yep.
And they're looking down on us. They're probably rooting us on, right?
Yeah, they're probably rooting us on, and then on the other hand, they're like, oh, come on, man, you can do better than that. Come on, I showed you what Mystery Babylon is. Why are you saying it's America? Quit saying that.
Yeah, it's not America, and it's not the Vatican, and it's not the...
No.
It's just
not that I'm against people that say that. I just shake my head. I'm like, man, I wish you could do this. What's his name? Benson Rhodes is definitely one of those. I love that man. It's
yeah,
like, come on, Benson.
He sees like similar, yeah, definitely.
For sure. He was talking about Elon Musk and the fire coming down in the Dragon a couple weeks ago. Remember that?
Sorry, I totally spaced out what you just said.
Oh, Benson Rhodes. He was talking about the Dragon and Elon Musk making fire. Yeah, like a month ago.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I think I'm going to do? If it's alright with you? I'm thinking of playing a video and then calling it a day and kind of losing my voice a little too.
You're good, bro. What do you be doing? Some chants or something? You're always losing your voice.
No, it's because I sit in here and like look at stuff before I go live. Like I was here for like 2 hours without saying a word, and I'm like, oh, I better send Thomas a link, and then I'm like, right.
I woke up at like 8:52.
Oh yeah,
like,
you're like, oh no.
I'm good.
So
I wanted to take a nap because I got up kind of early today.
So there's this weird thing in the Testament of Solomon, and he seems to be talking about stuff we're seeing flying in the sky these days, that we're talking about going to space and all this stuff. But
Rock wickedness. Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna play this video that one that I started playing people on.
Much love, everybody.
Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out.
You're gonna have a discussion with Anthony. Make sure I get that
Anthony
link,
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night. I'll put it on my community page as soon as
If you want to go,
sets it up.
If you want to go sometime during the week, bro, just let me know for sure.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Thomas. And here's the interesting, weird kind of topic thing from the Testament of Solomon and from other books.
Much love, everybody. Take care.
Thanks.
After that I sent Ephippus to fetch to me the demon that is in the Red Sea, and commanded them to bring with them the great pillar. And after a while I saw the pillar being borne through the air, and was astonished at the strength of the two demons. And when I considered with myself how mighty they were, and how they could shake the whole world in a moment of time, I feared to let them go. I made therefore a circle about them in the air with my ring, and said, Stay there. And the demons stayed, holding the pillars slowly between heaven and earth. And there they are to this day. And if anyone looks, he can see the pillars sloping in the heavens, but the demons he cannot see. But when they let fall the pillar, then will be the end of the world. And if anyone looks, he can see the pillars sloping in the heavens, but the demons he cannot see. But when they let fall the pillar, then will be the end of the world. And if anyone looks, he can see the pillars sloping in the heavens, but the demons he cannot see. But when they let fall the pillar, then will be the end of the world. Was astonished at the strength of the two demons. And when I considered with myself how mighty they were, and how they could shake the whole world in a moment of time, I feared to let them go.
I feel bad for even taking one of his kills because he's like getting almost no points. That other guy's killing everyone. And I just got a competitive attitude in the game, and I'm not liking this. They need to do something about this. It's pretty bad, whatever they did.